Hello gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Solo Spelunking. And yes, it is time for once again a little fantasy session. And I will be continuing my Defenders of the Shadowlands campaign, but because I just released my new supplement, the Solo RPG Framework and Toolbox Fantasy, which I of course want to use and showcase. But I don't want to start another game, so I will be shifting my Defenders of the Shadowlands game, which I played as a board game RPG hybrid, basically over to using this framework. But I will keep like the overall story arc, and so the goal is still to retrieve the 3 relics from the 3 dungeons and deliver them to Cameron, to Raliana the Wise, so that she can complete this ritual to stop the Shadowdark from spreading. And I will basically wing it a little, so I will mainly use the procedures outlined in my Solo RPG Framework and Toolbox. However, when it comes to like city actions and difficult levels to make camp, etc., I will use my Defenders of the Shadowlands board game sort of as a supplement. So this is what we will be doing, and we will see how this goes. I will also keep my current quests, but for example, new quests I will generate using this supplement and not the quests in the Defenders of the Shadowlands game. So as a little reminder, we actually have 3 quests at the moment. We took a quest and we got all these quests in Cameron. We took a quest to clear out a goblin camp and retrieve a family heirloom, which we did in this hex right here in the swamps. And we also got a quest to retrieve some wolf teeth, basically like a gather quest, for an alchemist who needs them to complete some sort of weird potion. And the quest encounter will be in this dangerous wood here, which has a danger level of 4. And we have another quest here in the mountains, 0108, where we need to slay a monster. And we started in Cameron, made our way up here. We just completed a safe rest in a safe camp, so we're at full hit points, and now we actually wanted to make our way over to this hex right here, and to complete this quest. So, and I will be using my Solo RPG Framework and Toolbox, the procedures outlined there, for this wilderness travel and to generate the encounters, etc. So, and the good thing is we have like a wilderness gameplay reference here. So we just started a new day, a new adventuring day, as I call them in this framework. And now we made camp, so this will also be a little bit more freeform now, a little bit more role-playing like, because it's not like this set board game structure anymore with the pre-programmed encounters. So more in the traditional sense of solo gaming. So we just started the new day, so we pack up our stuff, we have a quick breakfast. So I deduct a ration at the end of the day, but basically a ration is like food for a day. So there's also like dried fruit and stuff that you can eat in the morning. So we have a quick breakfast, we pack up our stuff, we make sure that the heirloom is safe and secure, stored away, and then Reo goes. Oh, and for those first-time viewers, so I'm playing 2 characters using the Shadowdark rules. I got Reo, a human fighter class, thief background, and Elenora, an elf, also fighter class, ranger background. We followed a call to adventure, or a call for adventurers, issued by a sorceress, Raliana the Wise, who is conducting or researching a ritual that she needs to stop this Shadowdark from spreading, because they're like vile cultists or cultists of Shun the Vile operating in this area. And out of the hills and forest at night, this dangerous darkness, the Shadowdark, creeps up into the land, and we have to stop this from happening. So this is basically like the short version of it. If you start this series with the first episode or the previous campaign, I will get into more detail there, so you can watch that if you're like a first time viewer. Okay, so that said, we start by determining the weather for the day, and this is done with a d4, very simple. The lower the roll, the worse the weather. And when I play Shadowdark, I always use my black and white Shadowdark dice. So let's get a d4 here. And let's see. Oh, it's a 3. 3 is fitting weather for the season. So let's say it is spring. Not summer yet, but also not the cold season. It is spring, and we have fitting weather for the season. So it's there are some light clouds. It is the sun is coming up, and as of yet there is no rain, and the temperatures are mild. So actually not too bad. So fitting weather for spring. And now we have packed up our things. And now we are going to travel. And whenever you enter a new hex, you have to check for a random encounter. And if you are not in plains, and all these hexes that do not feature any special terrains are plains, there's a 2 in 6 chance per hex for an encounter. And otherwise, it's only a 1 in 6 chance. And because this is basically difficult terrain, you can, by those the rules included here, you can move, if you use those hex rules that are included here, you can move 4 6-mile hexes each adventuring day, and difficult terrain counts as 2 hexes. So I can travel 2 hexes this adventuring day. So we will travel 1 hex, which counts as 2, and we roll to see if there's an encounter on a 1 or 2 on a d6. No. And so that was 2 hexes, and now that's good because we get into safe terrain. That is 3 hexes. Only on a 1 there's an encounter. No, but now sadly we don't have enough movement speed left to press into the woods. It would be 2 hexes, counting as 2 hexes, because of that would be 5 hexes. We could, of course, press on with a constitution check, sort of like a forced march, but I actually don't want to do that because this is a danger level 4 area. Meaning the suggested average party level to venture in there is level 4. I'm currently at level 3. And plains are always danger level 1 areas. And because of this background story for this game, forests and hills are very dangerous at night because of the Shadowdark that creeps out of them and into the surrounding lands. So as the sun is about to set, we want to make camp not too close, actually, not too close to the edge of the wood because of the Shadowdark. So we're looking for a nice little campsite there. So we want to make camp. We make a skill check to find a safe and secure campsite, and the skill check for that, by the rules in this game, is 10 plus the danger level, and the danger level here is 1. So that is a DC 11. Where's my I made a little reference card that I don't can't find at the moment. Damn it, where is it? Never mind, but let's see. I want to double check this because I haven't played it in a while, and actually I got it in my danger level. Secure campsite. Yeah, so it's DC 11, and because she's got the ranger background, Elenora, she can roll with advantage. And I'm using, because I'm a traditionalist, wisdom. I know in Shadowdark it's intelligence, basically like the ranger nature skill. All right, I rolled a 19. So the camp is secure. So if the camp is secure, we don't have to check for an encounter during the night. So now we make camp, and now we can assign one camp action to every character. We can forage for food and water, tend to wounds, etc. And while so Reo is preparing the camp, so he goes, well, Elenora, I'll build a fire and gather some wood from the surrounding area and the bushes. What do you say? Why don't you use your extraordinary skill and see if you can find us something nice to eat? So that's basically foraging for food and water. And because we're in plains, the DC for that is 12. And she goes, yeah, I will do that. I'll be back in a short while. So she heads off to forage for food and water, and again with advantage, wisdom, DC 12. Yes, rolled another 19, so I got this forage yes token here to remind me. So this is like one ration per party member. So Reo, he is not taking a camp action. He builds the camp. So we sit down by the fire and we consume the provisions. So Elenora, she hunted down 2 little rabbits. So we skin those with our daggers and prepare them. And Reo, he has prepared some wooden sticks to pierce through those rabbits, and so they're roasted on the fire. So we consume those nice little rabbits, and then we go to sleep. Of course, we assign watches. So Elenora will take first watch, Reo will take second watch. But since we succeeded at the check to secure the campsite, there's no encounter, and we start the next day. And we roll again for the weather. Oh, 2. All right, 2 is like bad weather for the season. So during the night, the wind starts to pick up. It starts to get colder, actually. There are more clouds, and we start the day with a nice little rain. So we quickly pack up our things. Damn, how can one be so unlucky? Yesterday we had the finest weather, and now it's windy and cold. So it's windy, cold, and there's the occasional rain. So weather is not that nice. It is windy and cold. All right, let's get into the woods to get out of this rain, to get some cover in the trees. And if we are lucky, we find what we're looking for, and then we can head towards Nulldeck. Okay, so we move 2 hexes into the woods, and now we would have to check for an encounter. However, like, this is the specialty in this game. When you take a quest, you roll where you will encounter the quest encounter. This is so that you have like a clear goal where to head for. And so this quest encounter will be here, so there we don't need to roll, so we will automatically encounter this quest encounter here. And this quest encounter, this is quest number 4, so I'll read it to you again as a little refresher. This is from the notice board here in this game. Quest number 4 was animal handlers needed. Hail adventurers, for a very potent potion I need a special ingredient. The vicious teeth of a wolf. Whoever can get me a set of wolf teeth will be paid 80 gold pieces. And the quest encounter, it's a simple quest, are 2 wolves. And to harvest the teeth from a defeated wolf, you have to succeed at a DC 9 wisdom or intelligence check. And if you fail all checks at your quest hex location, generate a new quest hex location where you will find another quest encounter. So we will, while I'm still completing these old quests, I will stick to these rules. New quests I will generate with this system will be a little bit more free form. All right, so we enter the woods, and Elenora, she knows what we are looking for. We are looking for wolves, so she is looking for tracks and goes, I think I found something. And she motions to me to be quiet and follow her. And I need some room to get the combat encounter set up. And yeah, she sneaks through the forest, and let's just take this generic. But we do need some trees because it's a forest. But this is not a problem because I got these little Jenga blocks here. So let's see if they. I think one is sufficient. So these Jenga blocks are trees because this is a forest. Okay, so we have a little 3D element here. Let me see. Can you see it? I think, yeah. So Elenora, she leads the way through the forest. She motions for me to be quiet. And indeed, up ahead, we can see a small pack of wolves. Okay. There is one. And another one. Okay, and now I will deviate a little from the game in the sense that because I'm level 3 and I want to make this because we are in a danger level 4 area here, and I want the danger level to mean something. So danger level 4 means if your average party level or your average party level should be 4, and the encounters are basically scaled for that. And by the Shadowdark one-on-one monster rules, it says a party with an average level of 4 to 6 should encounter one monster of level 3, or can encounter one monster of level 3 per character, or a total of 6 monster levels in my case, because I do have 2 characters. So I'm thinking, because this is also like actually a warg pawn, I gotta check these stats real quick. I think I'm going to boost these wolves somewhat. Let me check their stats here. And if you're wondering why this book is so thick, I only have like the Defenders of the Shadowdark in front here, and when I bought the Shadowdark rulebook, I also got the PDF with it. So I just merged those PDFs and printed it out. So I got the Shadowdark core rules together with my game here in one volume. This is why this book is so thick. Wolf, let's see. Wolf. The wolf is level 2 and the dire wolf is level 4, which is a combined level of 6. And that would be exactly fitting because I'm in a danger level 4 area. So one level 3 monster. Yeah. So I will do that. So because danger level 4 is a dangerous area. So actually, as we come closer, Elenora goes, there's something wrong here. This one wolf. Now, as she is coming closer and looking at this wolf, she sees these glowing yellow eyes. He's very massive and muscular. And she goes, be careful, it's a dire wolf. And they've already picked up our scent. And now we enter combat. Right, let me just get their stats here real quick. So wolf, he's got AC 12, HP 10, and it attacks +2, 1d6 with a bite, and it is fast because it can move double near. So 12 squares. I'm using squares. And it's got Pack Hunter, deals +1 damage while an ally is close. I put this in parentheses. And now we got the dire wolf. And this is pretty bad actually. He's got also an AC of 12. But hit points, damn, 19. And it has 2 bites, 2 attacks, +4, damn, 1d8. And it's got also the Pack Hunter, and it's also fast. Okay. So yeah, she goes, oh damn it, get ready, there's one dire wolf there. Okay, and now I'm using my initiative system that I basically always use. I used site-based initiative by the Shadowdark rules before, but I'm using my own I go, you go alternating system where unless ambushed, the players always get the first turn. So we are not ambushed because we snuck up on the wolves. So we get a turn, the wolves get a turn, we get a turn, the wolves get a turn. It alternates, I go, you go, and when everybody has acted, a new round starts. So yeah, we get the first turn. Elenora, she will act first. She already got her bow out because we were sneaking through the forest. So she's pretty good with her longbow. She's got the far-seeing ancestry ability, and her mastered weapon is the longbow. So she attacks +8 with d8 +2 damage. And she goes, we gotta focus on the dire wolf. He's leading the pack. Okay, so and she attacks the dire wolf with her longbow. So she gets an arrow out. Oh, she hits, but 1 point of damage, +2 at least, but still for 3 points of damage. Okay, so, but then she can also still move. So she will move back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she has moved or acted. I marked this with these little cubes that I got from a craft store, but only 1 + 2, 3 points of damage. So he is at 16. Damn it. But now the wolves, they get a turn because it alternates. I go, you go. And I will take or activate the dire wolf first because he's closest. And they're fast, double move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he growls and pounces towards Reo and attacks. Luckily, his ally is not nearby now, so he doesn't get the +1 damage, but still 2 attacks. 2 attacks +4. However, lucky Reo, he's got a pretty high AC because he's got a +1 chainmail armor, but still. And I'm using a red d20 for the enemies. +4, the first bite from the dire wolf. Ah, lucky, natural 1, because it would have been maximum damage. Phew. Lucky me. Second. Yes, 3. So I was lucky. So this dire wolf. Okay, so now it's our turn again. Reo can still act. Yeah, do I want to get away from this wolf or do I actually you know what, I'm staying. I'm using my silvered dagger because I got it mastered, so I got actually d4 +2 damage with a +7 attack. So Reo, I hit but minimum damage. Another 3. 1 + 2, 3. 13 hit points. But now I can still move. And there are no attacks of opportunity in this game, luckily. So I move 1, 2, 3, 4 into this corner. I will not move off this map. So I have acted. And now we have the final last wolf. He can move double near, so he's also fast. He will just charge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And attack. So it says here an ally needs to be close. So for me, close is an adjacent square. Otherwise it would be near. So if they're basically adjacent to each other and engaging us, he would get the +1. But so the wolf doesn't get it, but still 1 bite +2 d6 versus Eleonora's AC of 17. Nine +2, lucky. Okay. Okay, so we've all have acted. We start a new round. Take these off. And again, I go, you go, we get the first turn. So, and you can decide who of your characters acts first. And Elenora goes, Reo, keep focusing on the dire wolf. And she can move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She will move up here. She can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from here, she will take a shot at the dire wolf with her longbow again. Yes, 6 + 2, that is 8 points of damage. It goes down to 7. No, wait, to 5 actually. 13 minus 8, 5. Actually, that was a good hit. But now the dire wolf. So he identified her as the danger. He pounces 1, 2, 3 and bites 2 times. Please, Elenora. No crits, hopefully. Ooh, that is 12 + 4. Ah, lucky. That is 16, but she's got 17. Whew. Lucky. He needs a 13 to hit. But second bite. No, only a 4. All right, so actually on paper he looked more dangerous than he seems to be. Damn it, because I was lucky when it comes to the attack rolls. And now it's one of us again. So Reo, he moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. Also shooting at this dire wolf with his longbow. He attacks +5. Yes, he hits for 1 point of damage. Whoopee. 1 point of damage. And now the wolves. So he has acted. The last wolf. He will focus or stay with the pack leader. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it goes. And now, because he's adjacent, it is adjacent, he gets the pack hunter +1 damage, but he still needs to hit. And he only attacks +2. No, 8 +2, that's not enough. Okay. Yeah, everybody has acted. New round. And okay, Elenora, she's a little bit in a tight spot, but luckily, like I said, no attacks of opportunity. So she moves. She moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to here and shoots again with bow at the dire wolf. 3 +8, that's 11. That's a miss. She misses. Okay. Okay, I go, you go. The wolves. This dire wolf, it pounces towards her. 2 attacks. Come on, Elenora. +4. Lucky 6. 17 for 8 points of damage. Maximum damage. 8 points. So Elenora, she's got 19 hit points. Now she's got 11. Okay. And now Reo. So he sees that Elenora has a hard time fending off this dire wolf. So he moves up 1, 2 so that he gets a clear shot. And that Elenora is not in the way. And also uses his bow. Thank God they got good dexterity scores. So +5. 9, but that's still enough. And that is 4. That is exactly the 4 HP I need to get rid of the dire wolf. So the arrow hits the wolf in the side. And it is down. And I don't use moral normally because I don't really like it. And I like combat, so this wolf, he will attack Reo. Look at this, 19 hits for 2 points. So Reo, he is at 23 minus 2, 21. Okay. Next round, everybody has acted. Elenora first. Moves up to here, shoots. 17, yes, that's a hit for 5 points. +2, actually. Don't forget the +2 for weapon mastery, and I got a talent roll No, weapon mastery, yes, 1 when you take it and half level. She's level 3, so another +1. That's where the +2 comes from. So it's 7, so it's at 3 hit points. And that was Elenora. And now the wolf attacks Reo. Because he's right there. 14 +2, that is not enough because I got 18. Okay, now Reo moves back a little because he's still got his longbow out. 1, 2. And no, he misses. Because he attacks +5, that is 10. And I need an AC of 12. Okay, everybody has acted. Next round, new round. We get to go first. Reo again. I will just... I could have used this luck token, but it's not worth it. You know what? I'm going to use the luck token. Never mind. Luck token, re-roll. Natural 1 on the re-roll. So no. Reo has acted and the wolf is frenzied. Charges towards Reo and attacks. And no, 8 +2, no. And we consumed our foraged rations. I gotta keep track of that. Okay, so Elenora, because the wolf has acted. Elenora, from where she's at, taking a shot. Four +8. That's exactly 12, and he only's got AC 12. That is 7 points. So this wolf is also done. Okay, so now we gotta harvest the teeth. DC 9. Elenora, let's see, was it also wisdom? I guess. Wisdom or intelligence. So here you got a choice. Yeah. So Elenora tries to harvest, and because of her ranger background, I give her advantage. First, the direwolf. Yes, 15. We only need 1 pair, but the other one too. Oh, natural 20. So, very skillfully, very skillfully, Elenora harvests the teeth from the dead wolves and stores them. And then she goes, well, why not just take some meat as well? Then we are set for the night. But if we are fast, we can make it to Nulldeck and rest there, because I want to get out of the woods. Yeah, you are right. Okay, so Elenora, she also harvests some meat not from the dire wolf. I don't know how dire wolf meat tastes, but from the normal wolf, which I count as having foraged. And then we can still move to Nulldeck because we only moved from 2 hexes worth, and then we can move 1 hex to Nulldeck. This quest is done, or not done. We got the teeth. We still all have to deliver it to Cameron. So we move to Nulldeck. Now we have to check for an encounter because we enter a new hex. But because it's like a plain hex, it's only on a 1 on a d6. No encounter. So we arrive at the city of Nulldeck. And now we want to get in And by my framework, if you want to get into a city, you have to go through the gate. And if you're unlucky, Town City gameplay, if you're unlucky, on a roll of 1, the city guard has some form of complaint. So let's see. So we want to pass through, because we are coming from the west, through the western gate into the city of Nulldeck. Let's see if there's some problem with the town guard. Luckily, there's not. So the town guard, he eyes us, but adventurers are not a uncommon sight in these times. So he just, or there are like 2 guards, just looks at us and waves us through, and we just nod as we enter the city. All right, and because it is late, let's just determine the time. Let's just say we arrive, because we used up almost all our movement. It is 1800 hours or 6 p.m. as we arrive. And this is important because the shops, if we want to go to a shop, they close at 8 o'clock. And now we are in the city, and the city gameplay procedure states we can choose an action from the list of city actions if we want, and then after that we check for random encounter, and then we advance time, etc. So that's like the gameplay loop. Okay, so now we are in the city of Nulldeck. The streets are still pretty full because the shops are not open, and because of this call to adventurers, indeed, there's a lot going on here. And Reo goes, well, what do you say, Elenora? I think we should get a room first and leave our stuff there, and then maybe have a nice ale and dinner, and then in the morning we should see that we get back to Cameron to complete these 2 quests. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so we check into a tavern, and yeah, so we talk to, here, visit the tavern. We talk to the bartender. Elenora goes, do you have a room available for 2 weary adventurers? And the bartender goes, yeah, I think I can make room for 2 more. Do you mind sharing a room? Don't worry, there are 2 beds in there. No, we can share a room, that's fine. All right then. That'll be a gold. Oh, a gold. Yeah. So I just pay from our pool gold, 1 gold piece for the night. And then we sit down at a table, and now I'm going to roll if we pick up a rumor. And generate a rumor with a rumor generator. And then we see if an encounter occurs. So the rumor is 5 or 6. No, we do not pick up a rumor, so we just sit down. Of course, we ordered an ale, we listened to other adventurers talking, but there's nothing in particular that catches our attention or makes us curious. And then we see if there's something happening in this tavern while we are there. No, if I have rolled a 1, there would have been a tavern encounter. Okay, so yeah, we are still wary from the encounter with the wolves, and Elenora goes, well, I gotta head back to the room, or head to the room. I need to change the bandages on my wound. I got a little bite here, and I gotta see that it doesn't get infected. And let's just say she also gathered some herbs. This is like all abstracted. And Rhea goes, yeah, if you don't mind, I stay up a while, but when I come up, I make sure that I don't wake you. I'm going to be quiet. Yeah, but don't get into trouble. And he goes, you know me, of course not. Why would I get into trouble? And when Elenora is gone, Reo, I take a look around to see if there's maybe some gambling going on. Let's see. And I'm using my very simple oracle. And I say there's like a 60% chance that there's some gambling going on here someplace. 60%, 42 indeed. So at a neighboring table, I see a small group of, obviously also adventurers playing a game of cards. So I walk over there and I go, you mind me joining in? And they look at me and go, of course not. Have a seat. So what are you playing? And they tell me what they're playing, some sort of well-known game in the area that Reo knows as well. And he goes, all right, yeah, I'm in. Okay, so wager up to 5 gold pieces. Let's see what the pot is, but they're all adventurers. Is, I say, 1d6 plus 4 gold. And he's got a little gold from... Alright, so it's 8 gold pieces, the pot. And let's say Reo... he's got 8 gold pieces. I just deducted from the pool gold. And there are 3 other adventurers. So it is 8 gold pieces and 3 others. So the pot is actually 32 gold. I think, yes. 32 gold times 4. 32 gold. Okay, so I'm not going to use the tournament rules that are in this book now. I'm just making because I don't want to drag it out too long, but I still, everybody will get one check. It'll be a contested fitting skill or attribute check, because it is a game that also contains some element of strategy and bluffing, because it's a card game, and you can use either charisma or wisdom for that, intuition and reading people, or trying to bluff them. So let's just roll. So I gotta quickly determine how competent the other players are. 1, 2, 3. They are as competent as I am, and 4, 5, 6 more competent. And I'm rolling 4. So 1, 2, 3 as competent as I am. So the first one is as I am. Second one. More competent. And the third one as I am. Okay. All right, and the more competent one I give +2, and the other ones have as I +0, because I got my wisdom and charisma is 0, so no modifier. So we all get a roll. So I go first, get my roll, and now I wish I would have kept my luck token, but I don't. Oh, please give me a good roll. 12. Okay, so I got 12. And the one that is as competent as I am. You know what? I'm using the red die. Yes! He only has 10, so now I do the other one that is as competent as I am. Also no modifier. Oh, yes! Natural one. Haha, I'm still in the game. But now the guy who's more competent, and he's got +2. Please. Please. Yes, 4 + 2 is 6. I win the pot. I win the pot. Okay, so yeah, so we play, and the game goes on, and everybody is eyeing each other suspiciously. And then in the final round, I slam my cards on the table, and I win the pot. So actually, I get +24 gold because I don't need to deduct my 8 because I won. So +24 gold. So I'm at 166 pool gold. Okay, so but let's say they're a little bit drunk and tension is high, especially the one that is actually a little bit more competent than I. So he thinks of himself, or maybe it's a female. Let's roll by my usual. Even is always female. No, it's a male. Odd. So there's this guy. Let's just say he is a burly dwarf. It's a dwarf. And he goes, no one can be so lucky. So let's see if he's a little drunk, so there's like a 40% chance that he's not satisfied and that this might end in a brawl or something. 40%. 96. All right, so that's actually an exceptional no. So so he goes, no one can be so lucky. And as soon as he raises his voice, however, two bouncers that are like standing in corners, and we didn't notice them before, when they hear like this raised voice, they immediately come and go, "There's a problem here." And the dwarf, he looks at them and he goes, "Yeah, no problem. Just one lucky bum here. I call it a day." And then he leaves, and that's my cue. So you know what? I want to get on everybody's good side, and I toss 16 gold pieces. So now I'm at 150 pool. 16 gold pieces to the tavern keeper, and I go, free drinks and rounds for everyone until these 16 gold pieces are used up. And I put them on the table there, on the bar, and everybody is like, yeah, and cheering. And I just go, you're welcome. Have a nice night. And then I also head up to my room. And let's take a look at the time. Yeah, this is where I will end this episode. So we are in Nulldeck. We got the wolf teeth. We got the family heirloom. And then now we need to make our way back to Cameron after our nice little rest in this tavern room. Yeah, all right. So that's it for this video. And yeah, next episode I will also do Defenders of the Shadowlands. And then I will alternate again to Star Wars, and I think I will go by like 2x2. So, and then I continue both games. That's the plan. Yeah. So I hope you liked it, and I hope in further games we get to see a little bit more of my fantasy framework, some encounters, and I will also get some new quests when I have completed these by delivering the stuff. And then I think it's also time I want to head into a dungeon. We got to make some progress here in the overall campaign. So maybe I hire some hirelings, some companions, or recruit them, and then I think we could head into a danger level 6 dungeon and see what awaits. All right, so this is it for this video. I wish you a wonderful remaining weekend, and yeah, if you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel and comment and like and do all those YouTube algorithm things. And yeah, if you're interested in my products, pick up this framework or the Defenders of the Shadowlands game on Drive-Thru RPG, and I will link these products, of course, in this video's description. So as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Until next video, bye bye.